Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We ask you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of this important trust in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen.
General business, communication from the chair.
Thank you. Honourable members, I hope you are all fine and a very good afternoon. I have one communication. Honourable members, I wish to inform you that I have received a shadow cabinet from the Malawi Congress Party, which is as follows. 1. Leader of Opposition, Honorable Simplex Chichola Banda, MP. He is the Leader of Opposition. 2. Honorable Peter Dimba, Shadow Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization. 3. Honorable Nancy Tembo, MP, Shadow Minister, Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. 4. Honorable Ulemu Sungama, MP, Shadow Minister, Natural Resources. 5. Honorable Sam Kawale, MP, Shadow Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development. 6. Honorable Francis Belekanyama, MP, Shadow Minister of Industrialization, Business, Trade and Tourism. 7. Honorable Edward Chileka Banda, MP, Shadow Minister of Education, Science and Technology. 8. Honorable George Jiverson Kadzipatike, MP, Shadow Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. 9. Honorable Enoch Pale, MP, Shadow Minister of Health and Sanitation. 10. Honorable Richard Chimwendo Banda, MP, Shadow Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. 11. Honorable Deus Gumba, MP, Shadow Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. 12. Honorable Steve Malondela, MP, Shadow Minister of Transport and Public Works. 13. Honorable Monica Changanamuno, MP, Shadow Minister of Homeland Security. 14. Honorable Madaliso Kambaua, MP, Shadow Minister of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare. 15. Honorable Savel Kafuafa, MP, Shadow Minister of Energy. 16. Honorable Lawrence Chagakara Chazia, MP, Shadow Minister of Mining. 17, Honorable Owen Malijani MP, Shadow Minister of Labor, Skills and Innovation. 18, Honorable Emmanuel Chambulanyina MP, Shadow Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture. 19, Honorable Moses Kunkuyu MP, Shadow Minister of Information and Communication Technology. 20, Honorable Dr. Mpatso Boti Pili MP, Shadow Minister of Defense. 21, Honorable Francis Mkandawire MP, Shadow Minister of Public Service, Disaster Management Affairs. Deputy Shadow Ministers. 1, Honorable Arthur Sungita MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization. 2, Honorable Khadija Chunga MP, Shadow Deputy Minister, Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. 3, Honorable Patrick Bandawe MP, Shadow Deputy Minister, Natural Resources. 4, Honorable Golden Chizimba MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development. 5, Honorable Maureen Seulachirwa MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Industrialization, Business, Trade and Tourism. 6, Honorable Dr. Anthony Masamba MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Education, Science and Technology. 7, Honorable Gift Nankuni MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. 8, Honorable Rita Sanga MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Health and Sanitation. 9, Honorable Kelvin Mpande MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. 10, Honorable Griselda Jeffrey MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. 11, Honorable Gerard Kapiseni Piri MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Transport and Public Works. 12, Honorable Joshua Malango MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Homeland Security. 13, Honorable Rachel Mazombwe Zulu MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare. 14, Honorable Abraham Mwakwawa MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Energy. 15, Honorable Madaliso Njemu MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Mining. 16, Honorable Jonathan Fune MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Labor, Skills and Innovation. 17, Honorable Jacob Kaumpawi MP, Shadow Deputy Minister, Youth, Sports and Culture. 18, Honorable Chikondi Chisale MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Information and Communication Technology. 19, Honorable Winston Kaimapanjira MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Defense. 20, Honorable Maurice Chikafa MP, Shadow Deputy Minister of Public Service, Disaster Management Affairs. That is the end of the list. I therefore wish to congratulate all members in the shadow cabinet, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
General business. Item B, motion.
Leader of the House.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, and welcome back. Similarly, let me welcome back all members of this August House
Honourable members, let me have order.
after a weekend recess. Let me join you, Right Honorable Speaker, in congratulating all those that have been elected as shadow ministers and deputy ministers on that side of the aisle. Congratulations. That said, Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that following the Supreme Court of Appeal ruling, which nullified the parliamentary electoral results for Mangochi East constituency, that means Honorable Francesca Masamba is no longer a member of Parliament. I therefore beg to move that a member for Zomba City North, Honorable Bester Awali MP, should replace Honorable Masamba as a member of the Pan-African Parliament in accordance with the rules of procedures of Pan-African Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you, Leader of the House. Honourable members, we have a motion. The motion, as read by the Leader of the House, that following the Supreme Court of Appeal ruling, which nullified the parliamentary electoral results for Mangochi East constituency, that means that Honourable Francesca Masamba is no longer a member of Parliament, and the Leader has begged to move that Honourable Bester Awali MP, member for Zomba City North, should replace Honourable Francesca Masamba as a member of the Pan-African Parliament in accordance with the rules of procedure of Pan-African Parliament. I therefore put a question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
General business. Item 2C, questions on notice to ministers for oral replies.
Yes, Leader.
First, Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that the order paper be varied in order for us to start with government business 3B, subsidiary registration. I beg to move.
Honour members, before I put the question and the motion that is on the floor, let me congratulate you, Honourable Awali, for that. We wish you well. And also congratulate Spain for becoming the world champion. Honourable members, we have a motion. The motion as read by the leader is to vary today's order paper in order to tackle government business, item 3B, subsidiary legislation. I now put a question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Government business, item 3B, subsidiary legislation. The Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation to lay at the table the following. Government Notice number 40, Immunities and Privileges, Fourth Schedule Amendment, number 30, Order 2026, and Government Notice number 41, Immunities and Privileges, Child Legacy International, Order 2026.
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to present, the paper standing in my name under item 3B, sub-item I of the order paper.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Sergeant at Arms. Thank you. Honourable Minister, do you wish to speak to your papers?
No, but I would like it to be referred to the Legal Affairs Committee.
Thank you. Honourable members, I now put a question that the subsidiary legislation as read by the Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs be referred to the Legal Affairs Committee. I now put a question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. I see Rumpi West. Point of order.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm standing under Standing Order 96 and Standing Order 193 on privileges, especially the last point where a notice is not supposed to be given so that I can air out through you my consent. Standing Order 193.
Honorable Member, let me take you to Standing Order 1932. Would you wish to read it?
Yes.
Please do.
A member wishing to raise a question or privilege shall give written notice containing a brief statement of the question to the Speaker, and if practicable, to any person whose conduct may be called in question. That's it. But I'm referring to Standing Order 193.6, the last paragraph I may read. A member may always raise a question of privilege in the Assembly immediately after a word or an act alleged to amount to breach of privilege or uttered or an event occurs that gives rise to the question, in which case the written notice required and the subsequent shall not be required. So I'm basing my request basing on an occasion that has risen in my constituency that would prompt you, Speaker, to hear. It's a short submission, not harmful.
Okay. Looking at 7, I'll give you the floor. Let's hear you. You have the floor now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. That's why all Malawians now, they are saying you are the best speaker. You did it at Napoleon Zombe's issue, and now we are doing it at Zodabwitsa's issue. It's a simple issue, Mr. Speaker, sir. We have a contractor in Rumpi West doing the Rumpi Nyika Road. The government paid part of the monies that the previous government was owing him, but that money was not enough. And yesterday he scaled down his operations because the road fund is yet to pay him the arrears dating from 2023. It is a concern because if people from Rumpi West send a member of parliament, their priority is the Rumpi Nyika Road. Now I wanted to plead before you, Mr. Speaker, sir, through your office, that the Minister of Transport, the Minister of Finance should talk to Road Fund to release the funds so that he can continue working, because people are all places after Mkurukuta Moyo dealing with the hunger issue. Maize now is sold at 10,000. Now they were happy that they'll be going to markets using the road at a faster, less than an hour from Hewe, Tarire, but with his suspension, to us it has become like a sickness. We are sick. We need an emergency cure to deal with the payments to the contractor so that he can resume work. And the minister should plead with the contractor. He should not take out his equipment from the site, because I, as a young Kurukuta Moyo, people are shouting at me now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Rumpi West. I don't know how that becomes a privileges matter. I think it was misplaced, but you have said what you had to, and I'm sure the Minister of Transport, who is also the leader of the House, wants to see that this road is done. The Rumpi Nyika Road has been a song, and Honorable Rumpi West, I encourage you to continue fighting. It is only Nkulukuta's Moyo's government that will finish that road, with Honorable Leader there as Minister. And I pray that once it's done, at least a 1 kilometer, or just one bridge should be named at Zodabwitsa, because you are really fighting for this road, and we'll support you on this fight. I'm sure the Minister of Transport has taken note, and if he so wishes to respond, he will respond at a time that is convenient. Honour members, let's proceed. Leader, you'll guide us. Leader, I'm told the Minister of Foreign Affairs still has one subsidiary legislation to present. Can we proceed with that? Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to present the paper standing in my name under item 3BI of the order paper.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Sergeant at Arms. Thank you. Honourable Minister, do you wish to speak to your papers? Come again, Honourable Minister.
The paper has to be presented to the Legal Affairs Committee.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Honourable members, we have a motion as read by the Honourable Minister that subsidiary legislation 3B2 be referred to the Legal Affairs Committee. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Leader.
Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to move that the order paper be further varied in order for us to tackle questions or notice for oral responses. I beg to move, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, as moved by the leader, that we now tackle government business, questions, general business, questions to ministers for oral replies. Honourable Leader, who are we starting with? Which ministry?
Right Honourable Speaker, we'll start with questions under Ministry of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Leader. We now go to question number 130 in today's order paper, coming from the people of Lilongwe Site Ngwenya for Ministry of Homeland Security. Lilongwe Site Ngwenya.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to confirm that question 130 is coming from Lilongwe Sitengwenya constituency. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Lilongwe Sitengwenya. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. Honourable members, can we switch off our mics? You have the floor, Honourable Minister.
Good afternoon, Honourable Speaker. I rise to respond to the questions from Honourable Member of Parliament for Lilongwe Site Ngwenya, who is asking my ministry whether the government will elevate Area 24 police unit to a police station and construct police houses. Honourable Speaker, I thank the Honourable Member for Lilongwe Site Ngwenya for raising this matter, which speaks directly to the security needs of our people. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me be clear and categorical. The establishment and elevation of police facilities in this country is not arbitrary. It is guided by policy, structure, and operational necessity. Under the Malawi Police Service Function and Establishment Review Framework, progression is systematic, from police unit to police post, and from police post ultimately to a police station. Mr. Speaker, sir, based on this framework, Area 24 Police Unit does not qualify for elevation to a police station at this stage. Any attempt to bypass the structure would undermine professional standards and compromise effective policing. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, this government is responsive and evidence-driven. I therefore wish to assure the Honourable Member and this House that a formal technical assessment will be conducted. The assessment will determine whether Area 24 meets the threshold for upgrading to a police post. Any decision taken will be based on objective security demands, population dynamics, and operational capacity. Until such a process is concluded, Mr. Speaker, sir, Area 24 Police Unit will continue to operate under Kawale Police Station, which remains fully functional and responsible for policing that jurisdiction. On the second question about the construction of police houses, Mr. Speaker, sir, the matter of policing, police housing, this government recognizes that the welfare of officers is inseparable from the security of our nation. The challenge of police housing is not unique to Area 24. It is a national issue, and the government is addressing it through a structured and phased housing program. Mr. Speaker, sir, while the demand is high, resources must be allocated prudently and equitably across the country, guided by priority needs and available funding. That said, I wish to make the following position clear. The request for construction of police houses at Area 24 has been formally noted and registered. Government is actively considering expansion of housing projects to urban police formations, including Area 24. We remain committed to progressively improving living conditions of our officers. Mr. Speaker, sir, I also wish to emphasize the role of honourable members in development. The honourable member is encouraged to utilize the available instruments, such as the District Development Fund, DDF, and the Constituency Development Fund, to complement government efforts in delivering staff houses. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, this government will continue to make decisions that are structured, fair, and grounded in national interests, not expediency. We remain committed to strengthening policing infrastructure while maintaining professional standards, operational efficiency, and accountability. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Homeland Security. Yes, the owner of the question. Honourable members, can we please switch off our mics? Yes, you have the floor.
Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to thank the Minister for his response. Even though I got the impression like it was rather hostile, the response really was not. People ask questions about houses in this house, and we know that certain police units, police posts, people have asked for houses, and there's been a positive response. However, I would like to request the Minister of Homeland Security to still consider providing housing. And I would like to request to ask whether they have statistics or data from that police unit, because if the unit is providing statistics or data, they will know that there's rampant crime in that area. Every night people are killed, and the police at the moment is overworked. So I really would like to urge the Honourable Minister to reconsider his response that this police unit be made a priority. If it cannot be elevated to a police station, at least then elevate it to a police post, so that the people, the population in that area is well saved. But I really would like to plead with the Honourable Minister to reconsider the request from the people of Ngwenya City constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilongwe City Ngwenya. I'll take supplementaries. I'm sure the Minister will respond together with the supplementaries. Let's start with Chukwawa West. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon. I would like to thank you for recognizing the people of Chukwawa West to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Homeland Security. But first of all, let me thank the Honorable Minister for his quick response when I asked in this House that we wanted him to assist that Chabananga Police Unit should be opened. I really appreciate, Honorable Minister. We have staff. A week later, after my question, you sent your staff to do the assessment, and now the police is open. We need you to help us maybe bring more police staff, but otherwise we really appreciate you really acted quickly on our matter. Just to remind you, the other two remaining issues that I raised, the police houses for Kakoma and Jabananga, which the project stored, I think, a year ago. So we still have that issue as an outstanding matter. Otherwise, we really appreciate, as the people of Chukwawa West, Senior Chief Jabananga. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Chukwawa West. Mulanje Central. Switch on your mic, Mulanje Central. I'm trying to give you the floor. Yes, you have the floor now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to raise more of a policy question to the Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, sir, you may recall that a few days ago, the Minister of Homeland Security, through the Malawi Prison Services, released hundreds of prisoners, if not thousands, because they say they have They have about only 1 year to go before the completion of their sentences. Mr. Speaker, sir, the unleashing of these criminals, the ex-convicts, have brought a lot of havoc in our communities. They have already started victimizing or stealing from Malawians. A good example, Mr. Speaker, sir, is Mulanje Central constituencies, where during the night of that day, 10 boreholes were stolen during the night, and even at Mulanje Boma, Mr. Speaker, sir, these criminals attacked a certain NGO office, and when they were apprehended, 3 of them were apprehended, it was confirmed that they were in the group of those 162 that were released only at Mulanje prison. Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, my question to the Minister is that what necessitated really this act? What did the Ministry what was the Ministry looking for? What did they want to achieve for unleashing these criminals into our society, which is already causing a lot of havoc? And if anything, I would have wished that such a decision by the Ministry can be reviewed at all costs, because it's not looking well in our communities. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mulanje Central. I was just thinking aloud, because you said they have at least 1 year to go or somewhere there, meaning that eventually they'll be released. But maybe we should be asking the Minister that after they are released, what can we do? Maybe to keep them busy, because whether we like it or not, if they have less than a year, they will be released and they will still commit the havoc they are doing. But I know the Minister will have a better answer for that one. Let's now go to Chitipa Central. Chitipa Central, switch on your mic. Chitipa Central, switch on your mic. We have a traffic jam. Can we please not switch on our mics until you are called? Yes, Chitipa Central, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the great people of Chitipa Central to ask a supplementary question. Mr. Speaker, sir, Chitipa District Police Station was promised 10 houses, and none of the houses were constructed, even a foundation. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is no single house befitting a status of a police officer in Chitipa, that all the police officers in Chitipa are renting houses, including the police officer in charge, the station officer. My question to the Minister of Homeland Security is that, can they consider constructing houses for the people of Chitipa Central, especially of police officers at the district office, district station, as an urgent matter? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Opposition Whip, I see a lot of movement in your side. Please, please, please. Honorable Minister of Homeland. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The first is, I think it's a question coming from the owner of the original question, Lilongwe City, Gwenya. Honorable Speaker, let me apologize if indeed my question sounded hostile, but I think it was a bit factual because the request was for a police station. Now, what we are trying to say is it's a progression. Even when a child is born, he starts by crawling and then he starts learning how to walk. But this one, the request was right away from a police unit to a police station. So what we are trying to say is there is a proper procedure. From a police post, you go to, from a police unit, you go to a police post. And from police post, then you go to the police station. And at the end, I think I've reassured you that indeed we'll look at the dynamics that constitutes a police post. And if indeed you actually fit into the parameters, definitely area 24 will be considered to be upgraded to the police post. On the issue of the police houses, let me inform Honorable Member and the rest of Honorable Members here that the issue of housing, of the police housing, is not the responsibility of the Minister of Homeland Security. It is in the hands of the Ministry of Lands. All those houses that were, someone was asking about the foundation, that the foundations were put in place. It's the Ministry of Lands that could explain more. And the best person or the best minister to handle the issue of housing is the Ministry of Lands. The second question came from, is it Chikwawa? Chikwawa West. Thank you again for acknowledging the response which my minister did in assessing and providing personnel to the police unit. Let me also assure you that similar efforts will be done to the requested units in your area, and definitely the office will provide staffing for the police units. The third one was a question that came from Mulanje Center about the pardoning, the immense pardoning of the officers, or the prisoners. Let me indeed acknowledge that the Malawi Police Service is currently overwhelmed by cases. And unfortunately, it is coming from the individuals that were released on the pardon just recently. In fact, we are in discussion with the Malawi Prison Service because the guiding principle currently in the prisons is about information. But now, when you look again at the efforts that are being at the prisons, I think there's quite a lot of noise in the House, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Indeed, we need to listen in silence. I know you're excited. Some are deputy shadow ministers, some are, but let's keep that excitement low, please. We wish you well. Let's hear the minister in silence. Proceed, Honorable Minister.
Honorable Speaker, I was saying that our prisons are doing everything they can to make sure that they reform our prisoners. But I think the lack of funding and maybe support from our donors, I think there's a lot which we need to do in order to fully reform the prisoners. In fact, the problem of what we call recidivism, that is the repeated committing of offenses once the prisoner is released, is just a phenomenon in our country. At Central, where is requesting our minister also to consider the houses at, constructing the houses at Chitipa Police Station. As indicated, Mr. Speaker, the 10 houses that were located to Chitipa Police Station, were to be constructed by the Minister of Lands. And he will be in touch with the Minister of Lands to ask him whether they could resume the housing construction project, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. We now go to question 131, coming from Machinga Central. Machinga Central. Honorable, please switch off your mic. Machinga Central, are you in the house? Machinga Central is not in the house. We now go to question 149. Dowa Southeast. Dowa Southeast. Not in the house. Yes, Dowa Southeast, I see you. Let me try and give you the floor. Yes, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I stand to confirm that question 149 is from the people of Dowa Southeast, T.A. Nkukula, Sub-Ts, Manondo, Chidoti, and Chipeni. Thank you.
Thank you, Dowa Southeast. Minister of Homeland Security. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to respond to the question posed to my ministry by the Honorable Member for Dowa Southeast, who is asking my ministry to consider constructing police unit in Ichuzu Group Village Headman-Chaza, T.A. Nkukula Westward, where criminal levels are reportedly increasing. And the second one is at Manondo in Sub-TA Manondo in order to improve security and curb vandalism. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to sincerely thank the Honorable Member for Dowa Southeast for raising this very important matter, which speaks directly to the safety, dignity, and peace of our communities. Mr. Speaker, sir, the concerns raised regarding the rising crime in Ichuzu and acts of vandalism in Manondo are not merely statistics. They represent real anxieties among our people, mothers who fear for their children, farmers who worry about their livelihoods, and communities that deserve to live without fear. As government, we take these concerns seriously. I wish to fully align myself with the Honorable Member on the urgent need to establish police units in both Ichuzu and Manondo. Indeed, the presence of security institutions within communities is one of the most effective deterrents to crime and a cornerstone of public confidence in law enforcement. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, in accordance with government policy, the construction of police units is a shared responsibility between the government and the communities we serve. In this framework, communities, through their elected leaders, play a leading role in initiating infrastructure development, particularly through the District Development Fund and the Constituency Development Fund. I therefore respectfully urge the Honorable Member to prioritize these projects within the available development financing mechanisms so that construction can commence without delay. My ministry stands ready and committed to fully support this initiative by providing architectural plans through the officer in charge at Dowa Police Station, and more importantly, by deploying trained police officers immediately upon completion of the structures. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me assure this House and the people of Dowa Southeast that government remains unwavering in its commitment to ensuring that no community is left vulnerable. Security is not a privilege, it is a right. Together, through collaboration between government and communities, we can bring policing services closer to the people and restore a sense of safety and order where it is most needed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Homeland. We go to supplementary questions, starting with Chukwawa Central. You have the floor.
Yeah, thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I've got just one question to the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. Is the Minister aware that Ilovo Sugar Company has mobilized resources to construct a brand new police post at Inchalo? From the discussions that we had with the Ilovo management, it shows that all the resources are available and the excavation is already done. What remains now is for the government to sign a memorandum of understanding with the company. But up to now, it seems that on the government side, there's a delay on the government side. So I just want to bring to attention of the Honorable Minister to look into it, that this process has to be completed in its time, because as a company, Ilovo has got timelines. So we wanted to bring it to the attention of the Minister. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Chukwawa Central. Chukwawa Central West. We now go to Nchisi South. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. This afternoon, the people of Nchisi are not happy. The leadership of MCB didn't recognize any shadow minister, the whole Nchisi, so we are not happy. But away from that, no, I cannot come there. As we all know, Nchisi is a stronghold for Malawi Congress Party. So we love our party. We really love our party. But away from that, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to know from the minister, when will the country, our men in uniform, especially the police traffic, start using the payment fines through electronic transfer? As we know, almost every department of the government, if you go to road traffic, we are paying our transfers through bank, but the police officers up to now, we are using cash. When will we start paying through Airtel money or bank transfer? A second question, in Nchisi we have a police unit which covers a lot of areas, but the police unit currently is in dilapidated condition. We really need maintenance. We understand we have CDF, but most of the constituencies we have focused in different areas of need. So we would like to request from the Minister of Homeland Affairs to assist us in Nchisi to maintain our police unit. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Nchisi. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope the leadership on your side has taken note. He wants also a shadow ministerial position. Please consider him. Yes, honorable members, the last one coming from Mangochi Lutende. You have the floor, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Mangochi-Rutende to ask a supplementary question. Honorable Speaker, Mangochi-Rutende, particularly at Makolon, there's an old police unit. It's a block that was constructed 4 years ago, and it's still idle up to now. There has been some sort of vandalism because there's no one taking care of the police unit. I would like to ask the Minister for Homeland to consider if he can assist us to have 2 officers at the press, although the press don't have a toilet and they don't have the houses as well. However, I'm committing to build a toilet at the press if the Honorable Minister assures me that he's going to send the 2 officers to come and take care of the press. There have been a lot of challenges due to geographical position of the area. We've got gangs that normally comes from Mozambique and come to vandalize this area, actually the businesses that belong to this area. So it's my special request to the Minister of Homeland to consider us by providing the 2 officers who's going to take control or to look after this area. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for granting the people of Mangochi-Rutende this opportunity to grant to ask a supplementary question. I thank you.
Thank you, Mangochi-Rutende. Minister, Minister of Homeland and Security, when you are responding, remember Bangwe Police Unit also has a lot of challenges. Yes, Minister of Homeland, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The first supplementary question is coming from Chikowa Central, who is asking whether the ministry is aware about Ilovo company, which is wishing to construct a police station. Indeed, the ministry is aware. In fact, when we went there again for the sensitization program in Chikwawa and in Msanje, we did meet the officials from the Ilovo company, and discussions underway between the Ilovo and the police headquarters. I think we'll be checking with the Inspector General to see the extent of their discussions. But it's a project which we cannot let it go. We are committed again to it because it will be saving our people in Chikwawa Central. The second supplementary is coming from Nchisi, who is asking when will the Malawi Police Service start receiving money or allowing people to pay electronically. Indeed, the Malawi Police Service is trying to go digital in the payment of the fees, and discussions currently underway between the Malawi Police Service and the banks. I think it is the Standard Bank which is working with the Malawi Police Service in trying to establish a platform for the payment of the traffic fees. So I think shortly it will be announced that the electronic payment of the traffic penalty fees will commence. It is also the wish of the ministry to make sure that it is done, because we're also concerned about the reports of corruption of our officers. And in order to protect our officers, it is our wish indeed to commence the electronic payment of the traffic penalty fees. The second question from Nchisi South was about the unknown police unit, which is in a degraded state. And in response, let me say this once again, and again, I think so, because in my first explanation, the ministry is saying the responsibility of the police unit belongs to you leaders, you members of parliament. It is your responsibility to take charge and make sure that you, together with the communities, do build up that police or dilapidated police unit. And it is our responsibility as the ministry to provide officers to be working at that police unit. Similarly, the question, the third one, which came from Mangochi Lutende, let me thank the Honorable Member who has shown interest to make sure that he reconstructs the toilets at the police, the dilapidated also police unit. Is it at Makoloni police unit? We are ready as the ministry to provide our officers to the police unit once you make sure that the police unit has the necessary requirements like the toilets you have willingly provided that you are going to make sure that you renovate them. As a ministry, we are ready to deploy officers to provide security in Mangochi Lutende through the Makoloni Police Unit. We also want, as a ministry, to remind Mr. Speaker, sir, about the Bangwe Police Unit, that please show up your leadership in making sure that you reconstruct the police unit, and we are ready to provide our officers. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Homeland, for those responses. Let me start with, on the supplementary, let me start with Dowa Central. We have exhausted the supplementaries. Thank you so much. Thank you. Honorable members, we now go to question 150, coming from Zuzu City North. Are you in the house? Honorable Zuzu City North. I don't see Zuzu City North. We go to question 151, Mwanza Central. Mwanza Central. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to confirm that question 151, appearing on today's order paper, is indeed from the people of Mwanza Central. Thank you.
Thank you, Mwanza Central. Honorable Minister of Homeland and Security. You have the floor.
I thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to respond to the question by the Honorable Member of Mwanza Central, who is asking our ministry whether government will consider digitalizing passport processing to reduce corruption and long queues by allowing applicants to track applications through SMS, WhatsApp, a mobile application, or an online portal. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to thank the Honorable Member for Mwanza Central for raising this pertinent question, which goes to the head of service delivery reform, transparency and efficiency within the passport issuance system. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Department of Immigration and the Citizenship Services previously implemented digital tracking features under the former passport systems managed by the Technobrain. Under that arrangement, applicants were able to receive SMS notifications on the status of their applications, alongside online functionalities designed to enhance communication and reduce unnecessary physical visits to immigration offices. These interventions were intended to promote transparency and minimize opportunities for corrupt practices. Mr. Speaker, sir, within the introduction of the new passport system under Madras security printers, the department is currently undertaking a comprehensive modernization program. At this stage, priority is being placed on stabilizing and strengthening the core operational framework of the new system. This includes optimizing system performance and expanding passport printing services to regional centers across the country. The digitalization of passport printing services is a critical reform measure aimed at bringing services closer to the people. It will significantly reduce congestion at the Lilongwe office, shorten processing time, and mitigate risks associated with delays and excessive demand at a single processing center, factors which can inadvertently create opportunities for corruption. Mr. Speaker, sir, once the core system has been fully stabilized and the regional rollout completed, the department will progressively introduce a enhanced digital tracking mechanism, including SMS notifications, online portals, and other mobile-based platforms, such as the WhatsApp integration. These features are already within the scope of the current system framework and will be activated in due course. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to assure this honorable House that government remains fully committed to leveraging technology to improve passport service delivery. Our objective is to build a system that is efficient, transparent, accessible, and resilient, one that restores public confidence and upholds the highest standards of integrity. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Homeland Security. I see the honor of the question. Mwanza Central. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for the response. I just want to find out if it is possible that the Immigration Department can introduce, currently, as they are waiting for the system that you are talking about, if they can introduce a queuing system where when an application is made and payment is done, it is given a number, a sequence, so that if I apply a passport today, I'm able to know I'm number 1,100, whereby 1,102 cannot receive a passport before 101 gets his passport. Because what is happening currently, Honorable Minister, is that there are people who applied for passports maybe 9 months ago, 1 year ago, they've not received their passports. But somebody who applied for a passport yesterday, today is given a passport. That's very unfair, and that's what is contributing to corruption. So I think it's very easy to put up a system. We don't have to wait for a comprehensive system. It's very easy to put up a system that puts an application in a sequence where number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, so that when number 5 gets a passport before number 1, then it will be very easy to question what was the criteria of having number 5 receiving his passport before number 1. Is it possible to do that? And if it is possible, Honorable Minister, if you could probably get back to this House with an update when that is done, so that we can also inform people in our constituencies. We are given receipts. I have receipts. Now I have over 30 receipts for applicants in my constituency. Some of them it's 9 months, some 1 year, some 4 months, 5 months. They have not received their passports. I've been checking with immigration. Their passports are not ready. So that's the other question that I thought maybe, Honorable Minister, you can address. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mwanza Central. Let's go to Neno East. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving a chance to people of Neno East to ask a supplementary question. I would like to ask the Minister of Homeland and Security if he can consider buying a police vehicle at Zalewa roadblock unit. This area is accident prone as it is along the M1 road. When an accident or a crime happens, men in uniform fail to perform duties timely because of lack of transport. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Neno East. Let's go to Zomba. Is it Zomba Chico? Chico? Yes, you have the floor now. Switch on your mic. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Zomba Chikomwe. My supplementary question, Right Honorable Speaker, is based on the unfortunate incidents which we had in June in Zomba Chikomwe. Almost 6 women were murdered in their houses. As a response to that, I engaged the Minister of Homeland Security, and through him, I must commend the men in uniform of the Eastern region, and especially Zomba Police Station and Jali Police Station. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank the Honorable Minister that though he was far away on other duties, he responded to my request and sent policemen to attend those incidences, those murders which we had in Zomba Chikomwe. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security, receive our thanks and gratitude for the work which you did, though you were far away there. The Deputy Inspector General handled the issue together with the Commissioner for Eastern Region and together with the officer in charge of Zomba Police. We launched a sensitization campaign in the constituency, which was well patronized. Now, we made 2 requests to the commissioner when he came. One was that we don't have enough staff at Mayaka Police Unit. Honorable Minister, let me once again thank you that as I stand here, the matter has been attended to. More police staff have been sent to Mayaka Police Unit. Now, the other request which we made was that we have mobility challenges at that police unit. We asked for either, at least if we could have 2 motorcycles, or if you be modest enough, you would consider us for a vehicle. Honorable Minister, we are looking at 2 traditional authorities. These are Ngwerero, Mbiza, Idana, Mwembere, and Chikowi. They form part of this constituency. So we would like to have that vehicle as soon as possible. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Zomba Chikomwe. Go to Blanta City, Mabangam Pingwi. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Blantyre City, Pingwi Mapanganzedi constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, I wanted to ask the Minister of Homeland to provide enough vehicles at the Bangwe Police, since it's serving 2 constituencies. That's including yours, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, Bangwe Police, there is only 1 vehicle there, and we need enough vehicles there. Since we are also around Limbi Police, and Limbi Police, they are always giving us they are always giving us the excuses that they don't have enough vehicles also. I therefore submit, Mr. Speaker, sir, for now and not forever. Thank you.
Thank you. Indeed, the minister had acknowledged that one. I'm sure he'll look into it. Is Blantyre North in the house? I thought I heard his voice. He's not coming. Thank you. Let's go now to the Honorable Minister to respond to those three. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. The first supplementary question is coming from Mwanza Central, who is asking immigration if they could come up with a queuing system. I think that's a very, very good idea. We therefore engage the Minister of Information through the e-government to consider putting this system. We feel the pain which most applicants, passport applicants are going through, and it is our wish to make sure that we do as much as we can to make sure that we alleviate those problems. We also, let me take this opportunity to announce in the House that we have managed again to restore printing services in Mangochi now. We are able to print passports in Mangochi. And I know that the problem which the applicants are facing are indeed that the issuance is not taking the precedence in the application. So that will be taken care of shortly. The second supplementary came from Neno East, who is asking my ministry through the Malawi Police Service to provide a vehicle at Zalewa. Indeed, Zalewa is a very, very strategic police post, and we therefore would take the issuance of a police vehicle at Zalewa as a matter of a priority. So that will be considered. And I would like, through you, Mr. Speaker, to acknowledge the statements from the Honorable Member of Zomba, Chikomwe, who indeed sent a message of the incidences that occurred in his constituency. And I'm so grateful and thankful to this Malawi Police Service for their quick response to the matter reported. Subsequently, I would also want to commit that we will indeed look at providing transport services to the Mayaga Police Unit. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, is the request also from the Honorable Member from Blantyre City, Mapanga, who is also requesting the provision of a vehicle at Bangwe Police Substation. I indeed acknowledge the density of the population of Bangwe and the need of to provide a vehicle for the substation. The government has procured enough vehicles for the Malawi Police Service, and once these vehicles arrive, definitely Bangwe will be one of the substations considered for the issuance of the motor vehicle. I thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Homeland. Honorable members, it is now 15:36. It's time for health break. Therefore, I suspend the House to 16:06. House suspended.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.